Hey, everybody, welcome to the America Guns and Freedom podcast with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. As always, this is just an open chat. I'm not good at answering emails, especially not on platforms like Patreon and stuff. I can't even find them half the time. So I'm not really very good at responding to them. That's why I'm here every day. So you can just come ask me something if you got a question. You don't have to send me an email. And you don't have to be all offended when I don't answer your email. It's not because I didn't want to or didn't think you were worth it. It's because I couldn't find it or couldn't figure out how to do whatever I needed to do. So come in here and ask me whatever you want to ask me. That's what this chat's about. You ask all the questions. You suggest the topics. Doesn't even have to be gun related. A lot of people like it when it is, but it doesn't have to be. We talk about all kinds of things. Any manly man topic is good. So let me know what you want to talk about. And if you ask me a technical question and I don't know the answer to it, make sure to pay attention to the live chat. There's usually people in here that might know the answer, and they'll be able to tell you. So pay attention to the live chat, participate in the live chat, build some community, make some friends, whatever, or make some enemies, even more fun. So go ahead and do that. Like I said, I will try to answer all the questions. I like to start off the chat by reading the names of anyone who bought merchandise. And today we had one person since yesterday bought merchandise, and it was Ray Louderback. And he got the Phil Loves You, but he will fuck you up shirt. I'm living proof of that. He will fuck you up. Me and Peter DeBoner both. At least I don't got the Lyme disease. But so pay your tithe to Phil, cheap bastards. I swear to God. All right, with that, let's get to the questions. We got one question here. It says from Gerald Cagney, who I haven't seen in a while, said, "Hey, Grandpa, you said you would give me your shadow carry. No, for P and V's. No, I will not. I ain't dead yet, you buzzards. Swear to God. Y'all are a bunch of buzzards." Where was we? All right, let's get over here to the questions. Today is the 8th. I'm not going to read Tim Fat Salamis again because I can't afford any nasty shit said about Phil. So I'm already being punished for your all sins. That's what happens when you're their only voice on this planet. So when you're their prophet. Gay? Does that say gay? No, it's OA. I think he meant pay. Pay your Phil tithe, people. Had a flare up at work and one entry easy. That's Sean Bain. He had a flare up at work. I guess he was not feeling good. I know the struggle. He lost his sight in one eye because of his diabetes. See, not just all of us diabetes people. We got to stick together too. That's what good diabetes people do. They stick together. I've always said ever since I watched that Simpsons episode. Remember that one where Marge went on the run? That's what good waffles do. They stick together. Tithe, says Donald W. Now show us them TTs. Oh, I got 2 shirts on. It's too much trouble. I can squeeze one of them up for you. But, I don't want to get any milk on my shirt. But might hear a baby cry, make a mess. But yeah, there's not much to see. They're not exactly perky or nothing. So it's not like they stand. There's not any cleavage or anything. And it's so hairy, you wouldn't see the cleavage anyway. It's just hairy. Let's get back over here. That was Sean Bain. Then we got Ryan McFarland. Ryan McFarland chiming in here and saying, "I want that stock. What do you think of the B&T USWG Glock 40 with that and Glock 20 sidearm 10 millimeter vehicle gun?" It could be a possibility, but then I have to buy another Glock 20. I'd rather just buy another rifle that took Glock 20 mags. But you never know what I might end up doing in the future. We'll see. That is, an option. I have the B&T, that universal weapon thing, whatever it is, right there with the fold out stock and everything. I actually have that. In their own gun. I don't know what it's based on. I think it's based on one of them like Lionhearts or something like that. Let me get back to the chat. But yeah, I do need to get together a 10 millimeter platform. I might even switch to a 10 millimeter carry gun. I've got a 10 millimeter GP 100. Let's see here. Johnny Mandrich chimed in, old Johnny Mandrich, and he said, I saw Take Your Guns Bondi was telling the Senate hearing that they didn't need to obey the law. We're in trouble. How are we getting out of it? Take the night off and care for your health. Well, I'm not getting any less healthy sitting here. This isn't strenuous or nothing. Well, except for when you all try to rile me up, like asking things. Should I buy a Kel-Tec or a Raven? I'm like, but I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see the news today. I've had, in the waiting room, they had, what was that the fuck they had on? Some judge show. I don't think I've ever seen it. Some black lady judge, I think is what that was. Well, I was only there for a couple minutes. Paul Bidenbach chimed in also and said, oh, hell, Phil. What did you do to piss off Phil? This is your ass on the coon. It's not me. It wasn't my doing. It's you all. Y'all don't pay your tithes, and then I suffer for it. Like when he crashed my car. The last week he also put a chip in the windshield with a rock. I gotta get that in my truck. I gotta get that replaced probably because it's gonna crack. And then now this stuff. He made me go blind in one eye yesterday. It was over the last night before last, that I went blind in one eye. But it started coming back, and then today. So it's all you all. It ain't me. I ain't doing shit. I'm a good person. I do what I'm supposed to do. But unfortunately, I'm responsible for all you yahoos. As his prophet on this planet, I have to be responsible. So I end up taking getting the worst of it because of you people. You people. Chrissy Jones chimed in and said, that's Gummy Wizzle for everybody in case you don't know. Hail Phil, just want to take a moment to say thank you for all your work you've done for the channel and for the Second Amendment and for creating a welcoming community. Please take care of yourself. I do my best to do all those things and take care of myself. Well, taking care of myself, I don't do all that well. I should do better, but I like stuff that's not good for me, unfortunately. I like one thing I really like is not exercising. That ain't good for me. Another thing I like, sitting on the couch eating Funyuns and watching YouTube. That ain't good for you. Milkshakes and banana splits, I like them too. Those ain't good for you. Oh, cinnamon rolls. I really like cinnamon rolls. Those ain't good for you. Yeah, a lot of things I like ain't good for me. You people, bad for my health. Excuse me. I like KFC. I have KFC. It's going to be brought home here in a little bit by Zyler, and I'm going to have some KFC. It's my make myself feel better food. I'm looking. This is from Michael Rogina. I'm looking at the Smith & Wesson 632 or 432 UC for a summer carry option. Why spend more money for TI cylinder versus standard cylinder? Oh, it's so lightweight. It feels like you're carrying a little cap gun. It really does. And plus, isn't the 432 both of those are the 32 HR, or which one do they use? They use the HR, right? So both good little guns. But what's the ones I want? The 4. The new ones that are out. You know, do 32 H&R, I believe, or 6-shot with have the removable front sights and everything. Those are the ones I want. I want. But yeah, the titanium cylinders are nice because they are so lightweight and they look good. They look cool. The matte gray, it looks very cool. Whether it's worth the extra money or not, as far as performance and whether how much you notice when you're carrying it, I would say objectively, probably not. But if you're an aficionado, then you'll probably want the better gun, the better one for carry. But if not, you're probably not going to notice the difference other than looking at it. Johnny Mandrich also chimed in and said, is it true that Phil brought Dale Rickety back from the dead? I don't know. That's a possibility. I don't know that he is back from the dead because I still ain't seen him. I got insulted by him last night, but I haven't seen him. I don't know where he's at and what he's been doing, why he's not coming to the chats. Maybe he's moved his bedtime up a half hour and he doesn't stay awake long enough to watch us now. I don't know. But I haven't seen him. After we had a moment of silence for him and everything, I haven't seen him. I don't know if he's back from the dead or not. If Phil did bring him back, well, we're going to talk about that because why he's bringing him back, why he's trying to kill me, I don't like that at all. It seems like he's not playing fair. All right. That looks like that's it. Go team beat. Go team beat us. Oh, beat us. Diabetes. Yes. I'm surprised Gummy Wizzle doesn't have diabetes. We could all be in like a club. We could be the mean girls of the group. Okay, I want to do the emails. We got a couple of emails here. Where did they go? I know I had them. Oh, here we go. This one, our first one here, is from BB64 showing off his Porsche. He just got the Boxster. That I like them. People say, a lot of people in the Porsche world, they don't like them. They say, oh, they look the same coming and go. I like the styling of them. I think they're a good car. Well, they are good cars, no question about that. Some purists just have a problem with them. But that's a beautiful car. That look holds up. Some cars don't hold up. That look holds up, I think. I wanted one of those so bad when they were out, when they were making them, but could not make myself pay that for them. Fire Goozy also sent a picture of his CETMELC. See, y'all can see it there. You can see what I'm talking about, what it's based on, but I never bought one. I've always wanted one, never bought one. But there's his, which he doesn't have anymore because I think he said he sold. Or no, wait, did he say he sold it or was someone else sold it? He kept his. I'm confused today. More so than usual. So don't be putting much emphasis on anything I say today. Snuffleupagus says your health is most important. Pets and vets and vets and us need you. You look good. Of course I look good. I'll look good till the day I die. I just can't help it. That's genetics. I'll be fine. I'm just pissed that it's got to be me that suffers because you all don't pay your tithe to Phil. Well, not all of you. Some of you do. But the ones that don't, you know who you are. If I do get sick, die, well, then you know it's your fault. All right, let's make sure we're all caught up on the supers and get to the live chat here. I did the emails. Did I get this last one from John Mandrich? I don't think. Yeah, I did. I got that. Did he bring Phil Dale Rickety back from the dead? Let's see what I got over here on chats. Should I buy a Kel-Tec or a High Point? You should buy a High Point. What do you think about 80 lowers and frames? I'm not a fan. I'm a handy person. I can do things. I'm mechanical, crafty, but I don't want homework on doing a gun. You can buy a gun made for what you pay for those kits nowadays. So not a fan of them. I mean, I know the whole selling point of them now, it used to be that they were cheap and that they were unregistered. Now it's just that they're not registered. You can make a gun, it ain't registered nowhere. I don't really have that desire or need. So, yeah, I don't want the homework. Plus, people fuck them up. I've seen people fuck them up. Where was I? Made soft shell tacos for dinner tonight. Tomorrow eating leftovers. I don't think they're tacos. I think them's just little burritos. If they're soft shelled, I just think they're little burritos. Prove me wrong. You know what they say about masturbating will make you go blind. Well, I haven't even been doing that, and I'm still blind in my left eye. It's coming back now, but I hadn't even been doing that. I don't got time for that. You think I got all this free time laying around? That would severely cut into my sitting on the couch watching car videos and wrestling videos, podcasts. I'm not giving up that time for something as silly as masturbating. Plus, it's too close to exercise. It's like cardio. I just said I don't like exercising. I know someone who began studying Aikido after he saw Morgan on The Walking Dead using it. Well, hey, any motivation is good motivation, I guess. A vagrant in Seattle turned down free housing because he was told that his dog had to be neutered for him to live there. Did it have to be neutered, or did he have to give up his dog? Because I heard the story that the dog had to be given away. The dog couldn't come into the housing. That's how I heard the story. But I don't know if either version even happened, because you know how they make up stories. But yeah, my dog, if they were going to neuter him for free, I'd be like, yes, you can. I'll do that. He needs neutered anyway. No one is more surprised about that than I am, that he doesn't have diabetes. Well, you better hurry up and get on it. Let's everybody start sending Gummy Wizzle Twinkies in the mail so he can get on that. It's difficult for Dale Rickety to participate in this chat when he's trapped in an iron lung. It never stopped him before. I think his Jamaican nurse just held his keyboard up for him so he could type with his nose. You ever use the Werewolf Hawthorne flea soap I got you with the shit? No, it's just sitting on my shelf in there. It's like a display piece. It's in there on the shelf. I wear the shirt though. Can't you be happy that that's my going to the doctor shirt? And they mentioned they liked it. They liked my shirt. So I asked you earlier if you like my shirt. The gun I regret getting rid of the most is my boy gun. Traded it for a woman named Denise. His boy gun. I think he means his penis. You're not supposed to give them your penis. Well, not permanently. It's not like a gift. It's, you share it with them, but you don't like let them take it. What if they take it and don't give it back if you break up? I never married no one named Denise. Denise is always crazy. We had a Denise Epling back, and crazy as hell. Denises are always insane. They hide it. They try to look normal. They're usually nurses, and they're crazy as fuck. Does Ruger do discounts or sales throughout the year? I'm sure they put things on sale, do rebates and stuff, but I don't know of anything specifically they do every year or anything. Burritos made with flour shell, tacos made from corn shells, yellow corn shells flash fried in oil, but not long enough to be crispy. Soft shells are, I don't know if it's soft, it's a burrito. I think everybody here agrees with me. What do y'all think? If when you go to Taco Bell and you get those little soft tacos, that are wrapped in the little burrito wrap, is that really a taco or is it just a baby burrito? I thought they should call them baby burritos. What do y'all think? Let me know in the chat. According to the vagrant, the shelter told him that his dog had to be neutered because it was a pit bull, but who knows if that's true? I haven't heard of breed-specific neutering. No, neither have I. And I've never heard of any of them that take the dogs. That's the thing. That's one of the bad things. The dogs usually don't get to go into the free housing. I've had a problem with that policy in Oregon before when I used to work for Willamette Bridge programs. Be like, I can get this guy in housing. I need to get him in somewhere. And they're like, no, he's got a pet. Can't take his pet. I'm like, that pet's been with him for years. That pet was with him when his parents threw him out of his house. I'm not going. He took that pet with him when he left. It's his companion. I'm not separating him from his pet. Well, we don't take pets. The pet's going to be the least of the problem. Between the two of them, him with the pet, what he adds to the equation makes the overall outcome much better than him without the pet because he'd be uncontrollable. So having the pet is beneficial, but they don't listen to me. Why would they listen to me? Women named Tiffany are also mentally unstable. Well, of course, they named them Tiffany. There was a Tiffany Leech back home. She was a little crazy. Her sister, I was good friends with her sister, Amy Leech, her older sister. Amy Leech, we were in a small town in West Virginia, and I swear to God, this woman was Sheila E. She kind of looked like Sheila E., dressed like Sheila E., wore hair like Sheila E. She was very into Prince, just like I was. We were good friends, and then she got murdered. Years ago, her ex-husband came to her house, shot her in front of her kids, their kids. So he was a dick too. I mean, he's always a dick all through school and stuff. He was a dick. I should have choked him to death when he was younger, and she'd still be alive. Oh, excuse me. I kind of want the Ruger Super Red Hawk Alaskan 44 mag 2.5-inch barrel, but I'd really want you to buy it for me. We'll send me the money, I'll buy it. Then I might actually give it to you. I can't promise that I would, but I would strongly consider actually giving it to you. I don't have a 44 Magnum one. I used to have a 44 Magnum when I sold it. I've got the 454 Casull now. And I would say get the 454 Casull or the 480 Ruger if you're going to get it. The 480, it's hard to recommend because it's hard to get ammo for it. But, Minuteman is starting to do 454 Casull ammo. Found that out today, too. So that's good. But what's this? Your order needs to be picked up at the farm. Okay. my medications is ready. But yeah, they're a good gun. I would go with the 454 or something with it. But if you wanted a 44 Magnum and you wanted a small 44 Magnum, I mean, that's a great choice. But here's the thing: it's no bigger in the 454 Casull. You get same number of rounds, same size gun, so you might as well go with it in 454. Unless, of course, you're going to be shooting it a lot, then you might not want to because it is a handful. Where is mine? Oh, there it is, right there. I was like, where the fuck is it? It's right next to the blank spot. It's right there. Awesome gun. And it is really hard to find another 44 Magnum that's that small, but the Smith & Wesson's, the 629 Performance Center is actually a little smaller, but I still would probably go with the Ruger. Let me see where we are. Are we caught up on the supers? Yes, we are. I got the Go Team Beat Us from Sean Bain, and I got Gummy Wizzle. Have you ever shot 7.62 by 25 millimeter Tokarev? Thoughts? Not enough that I would ever have any thoughts on it. I mean, I've shot a lot of weird stuff in my life. But it's not anything that's ever stood out to me or, had any thoughts on it. I mean, if you want it, try it, but it's nothing that's ever, it's not I gotta have it or, it was one of the best rounds I ever shot or was it one of the worst rounds I ever shot? So like I said, it just doesn't have a place in my head, if you know what I mean. So I don't really have any thoughts on it. If you had a specific question, I could probably answer a specific question. But of course, there's probably 1,000 people in here could answer it better than me because I don't really know a lot about it. I don't even know a whole lot about just regular 9x18 or anything. Where was I at? I believe we're all caught up on everything. Let's see. The classic hot, crazy Matrix video warns me to avoid dating women named Tiffany. These women are in the danger zone on the chart. Probably. I mean, because who names their kid Tiffany? I mean, did we just get an order? Hold on, let me go look and see. I think I just got a notification for an order. Maybe we got an order over here. No? Then what did I just get? I just got something. Must have been from earlier. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Well, oh, it's a payout thing. I'll be getting $35.89 for this week's earnings. Woohoo, $35.89. I'm in the big time now. Woohoo. $35.89 USD, US dollars, will be deposited to your bank account in 1 to 2 days. Yay, my weekly payout. That's what I saw. It wasn't an order. All right, let's see here. Any questions I've missed? I have a metal plate in my right arm, so the 454 may be a little harsh. The Smith, I wouldn't mind, but people are saying the Ruger is stronger. It is not really stronger. It is a unibody, so it's probably a little stronger in the fact that it is a unibody design. But overall, the cylinder is what matters, and the cylinder ain't any stronger. So, so go with whichever one you like best. But, you have a left arm too, You don't got to shoot everything with your bum arm. Start using your left. Be one of them ambidextrous shooters. That's always a good thing. Nose itches. Let's see here. I think that might be it. We might be out of questions. I hope we made enough to go a half hour. We're close. I think we're close at least to a half hour. I don't know. Today has not been easy. But remember, everybody, pay your tithes, Phil. I'm sick of getting tortured because of you all. My motherfucker's getting on my nerves. Don't tell him I said that, but you all know how it is. All right. I think that's it for us today for questions and everything. I want to thank everybody for coming. Everybody who participated, I appreciate it. I'll see you all again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe until I see you again. Hey everybody, Yankee here. Before we go, I just want to take a second to remind everyone that this channel is 100% viewer funded. We don't take a penny from advertisers, retailers. We don't take money from political organizations. There's no one telling me what I need to tell you. Everything that we do is done through the generosity of our viewers, either buying merchandise or becoming a patron or a Subscribe Star member. You're all the ones that support Pets and Vets and TYMP. And that's the reason I can stay true to myself and loyal only to the people who watch my channel. And I can spend my time talking about what I want to talk about, telling what I think needs to be said, and giving you my uncensored take on things I think you need to hear. So if you'd like to help keep things that way, please support the channel by becoming a patron, a Subscribe Star supporter, or just going over to my web store and buying some merch. The links are all in the upper corner of this video.